Welcome back, explorers, to the Lucky Die. Previously, Balance taunts an enemy, Rhal struggles to recover, and Zaltanna uses her knowledge of rock. Having survived an ambush, a boulder trap, and a poisonous tunnel, the explorers are presented with a door and a mysterious voice behind it. Opting to open the door, Rhal ventures forward to investigate the matter and discovers an unusual creature below him. Will Jens be able to survive constantly being knocked out? What is this strange green monster? And how soon before they are able to confront Dravos? I guess we're about to find out. Welcome back to the Lucky Die.
There is a green mass about a 4-foot diameter with 4 stalks coming out of it with eyeballs in the end. You can see that there are a couple of other 4 little appendages coming out of that also, and it's turning the pages of a book. You're currently unseen. What do you want to do, Rhal?
Okay, Rhal sits back against the thing so that he's not peeking over the side anymore. And looking at everyone else, he puts 2 fingers on each hand up to his head and wiggles them around.
Jesus Christ.
You can make of that what you want, guys.
Squids? Zaltanna just mouths, squids?
Rob shrugs.
Should Balance make some sort of roll?
I
have dark vision. Can I see far enough in here?
No, absolutely not. This thing is 50 foot out, 60 foot out from where you are and down. You can't see this at all. The only way you can see this is by going up to the balcony.
I'm going to stealth back so that we can
I'm just going to say you can because you got 21 and that's fine.
He's saying that is useless information that he's given.
Squids?
Yeah.
No,
all right, you guys are together, so you can just talk quietly. Yeah.
They don't allow bees in here.
There's a floating thing. There's a bunch of eyes on it. It's green.
Green.
It's alive.
Floating.
Do I need to make a roll now?
You can now make a roll. I'm going to say history. Elise is also going to make one because she probably more likely to know this too.
Oh, never mind. I got a 10.
13.
She got a 13.
Wait, never mind.
Both 13s? Yep.
I never know what. No, I didn't roll. Actually, I will
Jens?
roll. Give me a sec.
Jens knows a lot.
Yeah, you're right. Jens could roll this too.
7.
Oh, those
Come on,
things. In a past
Jens.
life, I fucked one of those things. Thanks, Jens.
She did get an 18.
I don't know.
Did she?
Oh yeah, I was
Did
one
she
of those
fuck one?
parts.
No. How dare you? Just don't make assumptions. Just
Oh,
slash over.
that's what I look like when I'm an egg. Rhal, you still want to carry me?
Jens looks at you kind of like you said green with eyes on it.
4. And he does the little fingers to his head thing and wiggles them around.
Oh, I thought you were saying there was squid.
Did it also have like a big round mouth with teeth that point in all directions and
The whole thing was
4
banging
arm
around,
things?
yes. Well, yeah, something. Did it have arms? I can't remember if the one that described arms. Yes, they have arms.
I did them. That's a type of beholder. Sounds more like the scholarly type of beholder.
Bunch of books.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well,
I mean,
what should we do?
The double ones usually work with beholders?
No.
Nah, not
Even
that I
at least
remember.
has a little chuckle at that. She's like, beholders are generally considered untrustworthy and very you can't really trust them, and they're most likely to try and kill you.
And then the beholder pops up and is like, I'm standing right here.
Rude.
Now I'm going to eat you.
These are cookbooks, assholes.
Should we be concerned or should we move on then?
I'm concerned.
Well, I haven't seen or met one. I'm wondering why it's here. Sure. I
You
mean,
can talk to it.
You said it's a scholarly sort. Could it be of aid to us?
it definitely could.
Hey, Balance. You know
You
what?
just said
Yes.
it. What tried to kill us?
You
What?
are a scholarly sort. You should go
am.
talk to it.
But you said it was going to kill us.
Examiner. It's an examiner beholder.
But it's going to kill us.
They like to learn things and research and do magic things.
And not kill us.
I can't speak for. I can't speak for that myself. Maybe.
Does it eat you?
I've heard of a couple of people being eaten by beholders, but I've never heard of this type before down here.
And you said there's a library that it's looking through.
There's a bunch of books big around the room. Just in the middle, there's a book it's looking at, I think.
All right. If the group is all right with it, I could go speak with it, and if worse comes to worse, the rest of you move on without me.
We should hold the door open.
Well, yes, I mean, I would like some chance of escape.
Yeah, we could Hodor.
I'm sorry, do what?
Sorry, let me try that again. Yeah, we could hold the door for
boy.
you.
Do you want one of us to go with you?
I'll go.
I feel like if this thing is into learning and whatnot, then it might be best that I bring someone else who could perhaps do knowledge trades alongside me. Elise, how about you then?
Yeah, that sounds fine to me.
You might learn something yourself.
Exactly, and I can add more to your epic tale, she
Oh,
says,
yes.
without deliberately saying what you are.
And that is something we will hopefully one day in the far future have a discussion on.
This book is going to be vast, I feel. Okay, then you and me, let's do it. And Elise very cautiously steps into the balcony area.
Balance, before he steps out, just turns to the rest of the group. If I yell, run, do that.
I'm planning on being gone already.
Balance gives a big thumbs up, has a very sour smirk, and then turns around and walks in.
Do
Okay,
the knowledge.
All the knowledge. As you guys step into the chamber, not making any. I assume you're not stealthing at all. You're making your presence well known. You see one of the eyes like flick up in your direction, flip back down to the book, and just like freeze, and then look back up in your direction as if like it can't quite believe you were there the first time. And you see all four eyes turn to look at you. And you see the body like twist and turn so it's facing your direction. Then you see all the arms like turn and like look up at you.
Greetings.
Greetings.
I find myself curious why this library and you yourself are here.
Well, before I give you the answer to that question, what are you willing to tell me about yourself?
And you see one of the arms reach out, grab a quill and a pen and like poise over to write.
Knowledge for knowledge.
Yes.
We are... I'll start with the simple one. We're here with a purpose, trying to save someone from your, I suppose, neighbors, assuming that you're not working with the people that are here?
Yes, they purported to be something called double ones. There are a few of them over there.
And they point in a direction, just like off to one side, which would be under a balcony. And as your eyes look over there, you just see like these like probably 3 or 4 like dwarven skeletons just like piled up to one side.
I take it you're not a fan of theirs, then?
I'm not a fan of my work not being appreciated. People storming in here, demanding answers for questions Yes, well. So you're here to save a person. Yes, old, kind of like lore quest type thing to save the maiden fair.
Yes, you could view it that way. We're here to rescue a fair maiden and her spunky sidekick.
Elise kind of like smiles at that description, I assume of Tuck.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. So, what are your names?
My name is Balance. This here is my companion Elise.
You see the things like scribble, scribble, scribble.
I have a question for you.
Yes, I feel
No.
we can exchange some information now.
Not you. You, the DM.
Oh, fuck.
I feel like I've...
Yeah, carry on.
You've fallen into my trap card. Has it been a minute?
What's your question? Huh?
Has it been a minute that we've been in dialogue with this guy?
Yeah, for sure.
In that case, I get to do my thing. I'm going to use my feet.
Good idea.
What are you doing?
I feel like
Everyone has a very uncomfortable feeling
What are you
right now.
doing to the
I
dice
feel
All
beholder?
tangling with a
you
beholder.
shouldn't
No,
do
I'm-
that with a beholder.
I don't want to fucking hear it from the both of you dumbasses.
Really? You're supposed to be the
I-
smart one. We're not supposed to be smart. I'm a fucking meat. Look, I'm meat muscle, and Neil is playing.
Let me tell you about the thing before you judge.
Uh-huh.
Well, I feel like I know what you're
Go
doing,
for
but
that,
go
go.
ahead.
You definitely
Go for it.
don't.
What do you want to do?
I'm going to use my Inquisitor feat.
Uh-huh.
If you spend 1 minute talking to someone who can understand what you say, you can make a persuasion check contested by the creature's insight check. If you or your companions are fighting the creature, your check automatically fails. We definitely aren't.
You are not fighting the creature.
Correct. If your check succeeds, the target is charmed by you as long as it remains within 60 feet of you and for 1 minute thereafter.
Yes, it's within 50 feet of you for sure. Like, it's about 50 feet. It's within 60. Okay. All right.
Not what I thought you were going
Alright.
to do, but I still don't think it's a good idea.
All right. I think charming a beholder is an excellent idea. All right. What's the DC?
I have to roll a persuasion. I'm going to say I probably do have
okay.
my leadership focus on since I went in to talk.
Yeah, sure. How am I that you did that before you walked in?
Sorry.
You did not explicitly say.
I know.
Whatever.
24.
Okay. I kind of want him to be charmed. There's a bit of me that wants this to work.
I think it'd be fucking cool.
But
So basically, you're not
he's-
doing
I
much.
think
You're
it's
just
pretty
connecting
high.
with him.
I'm talking with him and making him like me.
You need a minute to connect with someone's brain.
he needs to figure out like the poking points. The creature looks up at you, and the lamprey mouth is kind of like gets a little more oval shaped and upward tilting. It's finding you of interest. You have charmed the creature.
Yes.
So Balance is just going to look at it and say, if you don't mind my asking, what is it that
Of
you're...
course I don't.
I appreciate it. What are you doing here?
Well, it's a little bit, it's a bit of a political situation, really. My creator, I guess, I found it rather annoying to have my presence around, but they still wanted access to all of my notes and all my information. So I am bound here.
And they kind of like 3 of their eyes look down at the runes cast on the ground. And the other one's still keeping an eye on you.
I can't really leave this 100-foot hellhole.
Who is it
So
that
I'm
put
just
you
stuck
here?
here. Oh, my master. My creator. He, 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 a rather irritating, rather disgusting kind of beholder named
Here we go.
Welcome, Patreon. Because I have his name but not his master's name. You know what? F this. Because he's a dick and he's made me use this name.
my master is a certain man, a certain beholder named Thirsty.
So you're pardon my joke here, you're beholden to a beholder?
Yes, many of us are created by other beholders. This one was bigger and much larger than me, and thought of me in a dream, and bump, here I am. Stuck as this tiny 4-foot green creature. But I do like reading.
That's rather unfortunate. Well,
Yeah.
good that you can read at least, but...
Rhal peeks over the corner. He's made his way over. Still very, shy.
And what about this one?
And it points with three of its arms up towards where Rhal has appeared next to you, comedy style, arms on the thing, and pull his head over.
Rhal waves a little bit.
Yeah. It nods back.
Rhal stands up a bit slowly, but...
This is another friend of mine. His name is Rhal.
Hi.
Is it a pleasure to meet this one?
What?
Well, he's a friend of mine, so I would certainly think so.
Any friend of my friend Balance's is a friend of mine.
Yeah, I'm not a double one or anything.
Well, none of us are.
No.
We can clearly see what happened to the last ones, and...
And you see, turn around and, laugh, over the top at the corpses in the corner and turns back to look up at you guys. It floats a little further off the ground, so it's, more at, excuse the pun, eye level with you guys.
Yikes.
So you don't have to look down so much.
You have a huge party with you.
Well, as I said, we're here for a rescue, so the more the merrier.
I wish I could travel with you.
And it has a look crossing its face. It looks a little sad. And then it kind of points back up,
Is there anything I can do for my good friend as he goes adventuring forth to save the maiden fair?
Can you read this?
Read what?
My book!
Oh, no! Rhal, why? Okay, all
You
right.
pull out the book.
Rhal,
Rhal doesn't
yes.
know.
The creature's eyes just swing to look at the book, and it kind of floats over towards you. You can see one of its eyes now constantly looking down to make sure it doesn't cross over any of these runes. It stops at the edge and it reaches one of its arms out. It's a bit of a stretch. You would have to lean over the railing to give the book to them.
Yeah. Oh, Neil hates this, but yeah, Rhal trusts it. Rhal's...
Zaltanna, at this point, is walking into the room, and she's just gonna loudly go, Rhal, what the fuck?
What? He's being nice.
Okay, All right, we can do this. It's fine. We can do this. It's going to be okay.
We have a
the creature-
relationship of mutual respect.
Is it?
Yeah, it takes the book, and it goes,
You're offering to trade this book to me? I haven't even given you anything.
Can you read it?
Oh, I can read almost every language in known existence.
What does it say? We're trying to read it. It might be important.
But I need to give you something in return for this precious book.
No,
How about we...
I can tell you what your magnificent hoodie does in exchange for the book.
It's acid proof.
I can tell you what the things in your bag do. I see you are laden with some magical effects.
It's an eye, and someone cast some magic on me earlier.
An eye.
it kind of it shoos away.
Well, okay, so Rhal, hold on. Why don't we make a trade then in regards for knowledge? the book that my friend here has presented to you, if you could translate it for us, whatever knowledge is within it, you are free to keep for yourself.
I just want to know what it says. You can copy it or whatever. It's important to me, though.
Right, we do request the book back.
Oh.
It kind of looks a little, like, unhappy at that.
Do I have any books on me?
Do you?
Why would you?
You know what? I feel like she'd carry like some kind of like Bible of Tyr on her.
I think that probably wouldn't be far from the truth. You could try offering it up.
Zaltanna is gonna be like, if you want a book, since it seems like since we can't give you that one, but you can have this one, and it's got like little hearts and like tear symbols that she doodled on it.
It floats up and floats a little closer, and it looks at the book and it says,
The great works of Tyr and his proclamation. I already have plenty of those in my library, but this one book,
which I have to go open and remember the name of.
The Dragon Domarius and the Children of Blood. I do not have this one yet. I would very much
It's exclusive.
I would very much like to give you knowledge for this. I can tell you about the items upon the young master dragonborn here. I can tell you secrets of monsters. There are many things I can tell you.
What if we make a deal, and the deal is you translate it and we take it back for now, but then we come back and we give it to you, and we promise.
No, that does not work for me. I will be keeping this book. I just need to give you something in return.
Actually, you mentioned something that was interesting to me. You said
Yes.
you would like to come with us if you could.
Yes, I would gladly trade traveling with you for freedom from my former master, Thirsty.
Oh my god. Your master's name is Thirsty? What kind of a name is that? It's a bullshit name.
The same asshole who named me something very long and pretentious.
What's your name?
Shit.
My name is Dindwalin Paistirbron Baldersdeep.
Fuck.
But
Balls
my
deep.
friends call me anything but that.
Balls deep.
Boulder.
Oh, Boulder. I thought you said balls deep.
What would it take for us to free you so that you could join us? You seem like a Star Wars ally, and quite frankly, I find myself agreeable with you.
Zaltanna, like, shoots Balance a look like, what?
I need someone who is capable of dispelling these runes upon the floor. And when they're dispelled, I am free to travel as I normally wish. I've been stuck here for 1,000 years now. I thought my punishment for being annoying was over, but no.
Can I get an insight on that?
What bits are you inciting?
Whether or not he would earnestly travel with us.
You can incite that. I'm not going to lie, it's difficult.
11.
He got a natural 20 on the dice.
Oof.
He is very difficult for you to read. He doesn't have the same facial muscles that you would read on any other humanoid type creature. Like there's not like a telltale like licking of the lips or like a twitching of the eyes. Like there's so many eyes, there's so many things moving all at once. It's very difficult to read his honest intent.
Do you even have anyone capable of dispelling such magics here?
I don't think we do,
We do?
actually. Do we? Are you sure?
Well, actually, I'm not.
I don't
See,
think
So
I don't
the issue
think
is
we
that
do.
we're a bit short-handed. Well, not short-handed. Short-magicked right now. Getting here was very taxing.
you know, I can do it. Give it enough time.
Jens, why? I'm not saying that out loud, but Zaltanna is thinking it because she's not. Zaltanna just like at this point just throws her hands down in utter frustration at her friends at Rhal for giving this fucking beholder his book.
Rhal's not going anywhere without that. Don't worry.
Oh, you think you're not, but I'm going to fucking drag you if it takes that, if we can't get it back from him, because there's no way in the current state that we're in that we're going to be able to fight a beholder, I feel like. With our state of how much magic we have.
I'm not gonna lie, you are all pretty well beaten up, I think.
Yeah. That plus we're all like running real low on spell slots. B, at fucking balance for being like, hey, you know what? We should free this fucking beholder thing and let it travel with us. And C, at Jen's for being like, you know what? I could probably do that. What is wrong with every single one of you?
I will make the counter argument. You said the same thing for the angel.
The angel was
Chained
potentially
angel.
a good ally. Yeah.
Okay. And I accept that I was wrong about the angel. But this is a fucking beholder.
Are
Arch.
you metagaming? Casey?
I'm not. Okay. Zaltanna is not doing that. Zaltanna thinks it's all stupid and she doesn't feel like she was wrong about the angel necessarily. Casey is like, what is wrong with all of your characters?
We are not going to be letting you go anywhere unless we have that book back. Now, you can make a copy of it if you want. I don't care. I just want to know what's in it. But I need that. And then we can make a deal. But that's going to be a part of whatever deal we make.
How about this? If your magic user decides to have a go at dispelling some of these magics, I will read you some passages. And if they manage to succeed in freeing me, then I will read all the passages, and I will be free to travel about my way with my library, my information.
None of that sounds like you're gonna give the book back.
Fine.
Not one thing you just said was, and I will give you your book back.
Yeah, smart one up there.
Not usually, but I am very good at noticing things.
I will agree to return the book if you free me. How about that?
And the rest of what you just said as well?
Yes.
Shake on it.
It floats up and sticks one arm out, and unless you lean over the balcony, you can't shake its hand. Like, it cannot get any closer to you.
Balance will lean over and shake its hand.
Take an insight check.
Okay.
I'll give you that one more chance.
Another 11.
Can I aid him in his insight in any way?
Yes, you may. Yes, you may, because you are highly suspicious, and I assume that
Zaltanna is naturally suspicious of everything, so yes, very much so.
The number you need to beat is a 16.
What am I doing?
You get to roll again because Zaltanna is giving you aid because you're feeling her suspicion.
6.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can't really get much more of a read on it than you did before.
Can
but
I insight
it's kind
it?
of like no, because you gave aid.
Ugh.
So you shake its hand. It's kind of like furry and kind of like mossy, and it's a bit weird and a bit gungy and like kind of slimy, and it's really gross. And it agrees. Jen, step forwards. I tell you, one of you guys roll a d20 for Jen's dispel.
I'm
I don't care
not
which one of
touching
you.
roll 20.
I don't want to be in charge of this.
10.
She can only dispel up to level 15. So she can only dispel up to level 5 with that. As she attempts to dispel this, you see her float in the air a little bit. You see the runes on her body like begin to shift and change to the ones below. And they begin to vibrate, but they vibrate slightly out of time, and the spell fizzles.
Oh, well, I did promise you a passage, I guess. You have another go after this.
Jens can't do many more of those if you wanted to have decent spells later on. Neil, pick a number between 1 and 6.
Oh, no.
1.
Here we go. Here's a little page here. Let me read you just the top bit and some of the notes attached. The Orders of the Sheltered. Shade Slayer. Falsum Faciem. It talks about strength. Strength of mind and a strong arm. It talks about a ancient celestial hammer. It talks about the orders of the sheltered, a place called the Lodge. And it talks about, well, I don't quite understand this. It just says right leg armor. Yeah, that's what I'm giving you.
Oh.
That's interesting.
Is your magic user going to try this again?
I will leave this up to you guys. Her spell slots are running low.
If you give us the book.
The creature opens the book a little further. It holds on to it for a good couple of minutes, begins to speed read its way through some very important pages, you reckon.
Yeah, Rhal's patient.
Flips to the end, reads the last page, closes the book, and sort of floats over and offers the book to Balance.
Balance will take it.
Thank you.
Well, I don't want him to be freed, so that's all on you guys if you want to fucking have her do it again. Zaltanna is looking like a mom at the mall who's just like tapping her foot, like looking at her watch right now.
Yeah.
Zaltanna's like, we've wasted enough time bullshitting with this.
This could
weird,
be a good place to get like an hour rest, though.
Creepy
and
fuck.
They would probably think that this thing has killed us if they come looking for us. So we could probably rest in here as well. And they might still be off of their guard.
Aren't we on a time crunch? Like, because of A?
No, we were attacking early.
Yeah, but also Balance's thingies. How long do those last?
Yeah, that would be the only
8 hours.
8 hours. So Zaltanna is going to pull you guys over and be like, look, I think you guys can tell how I feel. And you definitely can from her face alone, if not her body language, which is rigid. And she's going to be like, but I think we all need a little rest. So why don't we tell him that we need to let the spellcaster rest so she can regain some strength and try again. And we can all rest in here and Balance. You can learn whatever the fuck you need to learn from this guy and whatever.
Sure.
Okay, well, you talk to him because he seems to like you, and I know I'll probably yell, so it's not a good...
Yeah, let's try to keep everything calm and friendly.
I can't promise anything.
Okay.
Calm is not my forte.
Balance will go back over to the balcony. So, if you don't mind, we'd like to take a bit of a rest first so that we can gather our strength. And then once we're done with our rest, we will have Jens here make another attempt. And
Me? Yeah, sure.
Regardless of that, we will be on our way. We do have a damsel in distress, after all.
I allow you to rest here. That's fine. I'll continue about my work.
I appreciate it. You seem like a friendly soul.
I'm never normally this kind with strangers. Something about yours put me in a good mood.
We're not double ones.
Yeah, that's always a good handy start.
It floats down to its little lectern. Continues writing. You can see it's taking out new sheets of paper, and it seems to be like writing down everything. Maybe that it read in the book. You're not really sure. You can't really see from here unless you go down. Jens gratefully takes the break, and some of them will be using their hit die and such like.
Yeah, Balance is going to take a short rest. He's going to stay at the balcony, so he's within line of sight.
Yep.
Because he has an inkling of what's happening. I assume in some way, shape, or form, Balance knows what's happened.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to that being a thing. You know the gist of what's going on here.
How many hit dice can we roll in a short rest?
All of them if you want.
I'm gonna roll dose.
So Yor can take a short rest. Which I think means that you get your key points back as well, I think, Rhal.
Yep.
Yeah, I only had 5 hit points missing anyways.
Oh.
I did lose my temporary ones, but
Jesus.
I'm back at full.
7.
And I was only missing 1 key point because I was being conservative and unable to do anything in the last combat.
Okay. She got many of her hit points back. God damn it.
Yeah.
Benno's a failure. He got less hit points back, but that's okay. He's doing okay, generally speaking. All right, you guys take a short rest. As you do this, Jen's kind of like peeks over the edge. She studies the runes a little bit more. Has in-depth conversations with Elise. I'll allow you guys to roll one more d20 at advantage, one more dispel check for her, so that she can see if she can dispel this wholeheartedly at the end of the short rest.
Who's doing it?
I do not mind which one of you wishes to roll a d20 at advantage. I do not mind.
You do it, Neil.
I'm not touching roll 20.
I'm closing my eyes.
So that's a 6.
This magic is far beyond anything that Jens can dispel. It may be that she's coming down a little. Maybe she's never really experienced this kind of magic. No one's really sure. But she just cannot dispel this magic. The creature does read one more passage as it agreed. Neil, pick a number between 1 and 6.
Okay, I'm not letting him have the physical book though. I'm gonna hold it open.
He's doing this from memory.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, that's fine then. 6.
Okay.
Did I get the start and the end of the book or something with a 1 and a 6?
Literally did. I don't know. Do I want to give you something real good? No, I'm going to go as I've got it written. I'm not going to give you something good because you didn't roll well enough.
Roll a 6.
It kind of like begins to like stroke its... it doesn't stroke it because it's not those sort of things. It floats up a little higher and it's like,
I can tell you that there is an order of the sheltered called Sect of the Shield. It's mostly written here in Infernal. It talks of a shield, knowledge being the best defense. And again, there's something bizarre about a armor, left arm. There was also some notes in a different language, some Draconic, I think, written in a rough hand. Sect of the Shield. Powerful wizards, they speak of subduing angels. I'd learned this from the songs of the bards that roam here.
Wow. Rhal closes the book and takes a couple steps back.
Bye.
like Zaltanna's like grabbing the back of everyone, like, come on, let's go.
Zaltanna's already out the room. That all happened and Zaltanna just like whoosh.
Yep.
Balance just kind of turns back and goes, well, it was a pleasure. Thank you for your assistance. I apologize that we couldn't be of more aid, but a trade is a trade.
If I were you, I'd leave last, Balance.
Yeah.
I could tell someone maybe to come try to help. We can, message.
If you could send aid, and they were to release me from my prison, I could find it in my heart for my good friend Balance to read the rest of that book and identify the rest of your items. I just need to know where to go.
Okay. We will send that information with the person. We can probably get someone down here.
For my friend of my friend, anything.
There's so much of me that's hating this charmed right now.
Because you want to hurt us so much.
Yes, but you haven't made it hurt itself. I'm so unhappy.
With that, you can leave this friendly-ish beholder behind if you want.
Yes.
We've all benefited. Thanks, beholder. Sorry about your prison.
I'm not.
And now we have a contractor who's going to help us later. This is great, guys.
Do we though? Because he's gonna realize that Balance charmed him, and he's gonna hate
He can't
us.
leave.
You guys
can't
don't realize
leave.
that Rhal doesn't realize that Balance charmed.
I don't think
Zaltanna
anybody
definitely
does.
Rhal thinks
doesn't
he's
either.
just nice.
Nope, he's the only one.
No, the moment that we leave, Balance, like, as soon as we get out the door, Balance closes the door, puts his arms around everybody, and starts pushing them down the other tunnels. Like, we need to get moving.
From within the room, you hear like,
No! What? Why did I even do this? Why did I make this deal?
Push,
I'm
push,
going
push,
to
push.
get them.
Push, 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 push.
yep, you guys can rabbit away should you wish. All right, you guys continue down this corridor. This corridor is again fairly long and fairly low. Probably 15, 20 minutes later. Yeah, 20 minutes later, you're gonna have to drop another one, my dude.
Okay. Yeah, I'll drop another.
It's a deliberately long path for a reason.
Because you want to fuck me.
Of course. There's that too. But like having it be like 500 foot underground and you're there, it's like, what kind of mine is this? No, mine's are long and sprawling.
All right, so 3 is at 0, 2 is at 20, 1 is at 1 3/4. So I don't fucking like 1.
Yeah, that's fine.
1.7.
Okay, as you guys continue on down, probably about like the point in which Balance decides to drop his next beacon, you see that the architecture around you changes from this like tunnel that has been like carefully hewn over thousands of years. You see that before you is almost a work of art. The stones, like it's all one solid stone piece that has been dug into, but they have carved away what looks like bricks. It's just the illusion of bricks, just from their beautiful carving. They are very well made. People have taken a lot of care over this. It's not clean. It's covered in like various like lichen and like mushrooms that grow under the surface here. So there's like faint glows from some of these mushrooms. And as you guys walk on through, it becomes less round, more square, more like 10 by like 10, like a proper square. And at the end of this, probably about another 3 or 4 minutes walk, you see that there are a couple of pillars that you can't see the tops of them. And you can tell that this corridor that you're walking through has ended. And it opens into a much larger chamber. Do you guys want to just go haphazardly straight into this? Do you want someone to scout ahead? Do you just want to all cautiously make your way there?
Benno should scout ahead.
I agree.
Okay.
Except for he's fucking useless and terrible at everything.
No, he's been somewhat useful
But
so
other than
far.
that, he should scout ahead.
Useless. He should scout. Okay, let me check Benno's sheet. All right, his strength isn't actually bad. Stealth, sorry. Oh, that was good. Benno stealths ahead a little bit. Because you guys are clearly watching him, you don't lose him. But as he like steps towards the edge of this square corridor that you guys have found yourself walking along for a few minutes, he stays stock still and looks carefully. You see his head turning. You see his hand reach back for his bow, and he begins to step back very slowly, very quietly. And he comes back to you and he says, "There are at least 7 or 8 of them on the other side. I can see Dravos and..."
You'd say Dravos, and
that-
Zaltanna just tenses.
Elise does the same next to you. There's also this dwarf next to him, covered in knives. They're very far at the other end of this
Is it Honorino?
big chamber. You may guess so. There are pillars everywhere, and there are raised balconies sections at the edge. There's a lot of people standing on those too. And Dravos and this dwarf are... No, he'd know who this dwarf is. Dravos and Honorino are standing in front of a very big statue. They're a good couple of 100 feet away. I don't know how we're going to get to them without giving ourselves away.
All I need is to get close enough that I can Misty Step right behind Dravos and cut his fucking throat.
I reckon he's somewhere between 350 feet out.
What is it that they were doing?
Honorina and Dravos. They appeared just to be talking.
How many other dwarves did you say there were?
I saw 7 or 8 on the ground here, but there could be untold amount up on the balconies.
7 or 8 down on the ground, untold in balconies. What kind of statue?
I wasn't really paying attention so much to that. I think it was a woman.
Okay. This is the part where I appeal to you, Balance, because I am fucking terrible at strategies, and you know that if I'm left to my own devices, I'm gonna run in their head first and try to kill everything. So,
Benno, can you give us a layout of the room? If there are any other entrances, exits, if you have an inkling where the balconies may lead.
I think... Actually, I'm going to roll a perception for him. Benno is not a loser. At the far left of the room, I think there was an exit up to some stairs. It looked like they went up to the balconies. And there was an exit, I think, on the right-hand side, in the far corner again. That just looked like it went to a corridor. I can't say if it went up or down from there.
We should make a distraction at the gates and then sneak up there.
Well, if you want a distraction, and he looks at Jens, we can probably provide one. We've got big-looking spells between us. And she's like, well, I've been unconscious once or twice today. I mean, screw it. It's for love, right?
yeah.
The big thing is that we need to take out whoever would be on the balcony. If we're caught on the ground trying to fight the rest of them there, the people on the balcony have free rein to attack us as they wish.
Maybe the distraction could be more of a disguise and talking to buy time. At first.
Do any of you have the ability to go invisible?
I
I can't recall if I had asked.
Other than Rhal.
I don't think you've ever asked.
Well, Rhal can only go invisible for a short period of time. I'm looking for more duration.
It's not about the size of the boat, it's about the motion of the ocean.
You know, I've got this really cool spell. It changes our appearance for a bit. So I could make us all look like people we've killed.
Oh, fucking yes.
That would aid us in getting closer, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if we can get you guys closer and then I'll take the left balcony, I guess that means I'll be taking the right.
And then the rest of us will just go down front and center.
And slit Travis's fucking throat. Ear to ear. Wait. Yeah. Ear to ear.
Elise puts her hand on your shoulder like she understands what you're trying to talk about.
Like, Zaltanna looks at Elise like, did that sound intimidating? Because I wanted it to.
You just need to work a little more on that. But you don't need to intimidate us. You're saving your effort. Me and Benno can probably deal with some of the people on the ground if defend your backs. I mean, if we can get Dravos down, maybe they'll surrender.
No.
I can scare them. Maybe.
Actually,
I think I could do that again.
You can do that that thing where you look like death. That was freaking terrifying.
all right. I think I've got a plan formulating here. Balance has like his thinking pants on.
I can probably do that.
It's got that.
I could
It's got that
probably
thought.
do that 7 times exactly.
I don't care how specific you are. You've definitely got your limits, don't you?
I'm coming into them, yes.
All right. So here's the plan as I see it. Jens, you will disguise all of us as the people that we have slain so far. You can, try to keep it relatively making sense.
Well, I can only make you taller ones look tall, so I'll fudge something.
Right.
Well, you did kill an elf earlier.
Right. There was the elf, there was the human outside. We'll have to make things work. Once we're disguised, we will approach. Jens and Homer, you two will be in charge of taking out the people on the balconies. If you do not feel that you are going to be capable of taking them out, then we just need you to buy us time. Try to stand as long as you can. Try to keep them distracted. Keep them off of us. The rest of us will engage from the front. Elise and Benno, you two will be watching that we're not flanked by any of the ground troops. And then Rhal, you will be the first to engage, activate your whatever your terrifying thing is that you do.
Yeah, I mean to scare everyone in the wind.
Right. As soon as you go in.
As soon? What's the disguise for? Just getting in?
So we can get close.
Get close, okay.
Because we're still a couple 100 feet away. Once we're in... Oh, but we have the potion. I hadn't thought about that part.
Perhaps if you give the potion to myself or Elise, if we get overwhelmed by those 7 at front, we'll throw it.
That'll affect us as well, though.
I could...
Not if we're between you and them. So when Rhal does whatever it is you're talking about, we can throw this potion you spoke of.
We need to get Dravos in it. That's the big thing.
I don't want to explode him to death. I want to fucking kill him myself. There's no honor in exploding him.
Do you want honor or do you want Odette?
Can I have both? Is it not possible for me to kill him with my own bare hands? Balance, he killed my dad and he kidnapped my wife and he's trying... and one of my best friends, and he's
And if you don't be careful,
ruining-
he's going to kill you with a sword because he has an instrument that's going to keep him from keep you from doing the thing you're talking about doing.
Zaltanna pats Cal more, and she's like, "Me and Cal got this."
And if you don't?
Then you can explode him, and fuck it, explode me too, because at this point, as long as he goes down. Right?
We need to lead with the potion. We can't use it after. There's a chance that it could heal. Not nearly as much now, but the possibility is still there.
Fine. You're the strategy guy.
How big an area is this potion?
If I'm not mistaken out of character, because I don't quite recall, I think it was, like a 20-foot radius?
A 10-foot radius sphere.
10-foot radius sphere, okay. It's a 10-foot radius.
Give it to me. I'll get close and I will throw it directly into his goddamn face.
I could do the same thing, and then you could revive me, but I can't get you back up.
That is fair. I could
And
get you
Rhal's
back.
a bit more accurate.
That is also true. Okay, give it to Rhal.
I already have it.
Okay, then what the fuck are we talking about? Can we do this fucking thing?
I asked to win.
Okay.
When you get close.
Just to make sure that I have this plan straight in my head, your plan is that Jens is going to cast Seeming on you all to make you appear to be something else.
Yep.
You're basically going to waltz up to Dravos as close as you can get, past all of his minions that are standing in the way. Jens and Homer are going to split off and go up.
Yep.
Benno and Elise are going to protect your rear from the 7 or 8 that are behind you.
Yep.
And you 3 are just going to wail on Dravos, opening with a death-looking motherfucker with a potion to the face.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, I just wanted to make sure that we are very clear on this. These are the plans.
Throw the
Okay.
death thing at the guy. Yep.
All right, okay.
Just make ourselves
just
scary.
check how we're doing on time.
Attack, attack, attack.
I can see that we're probably going to have trouble, like, out of metagaming. I know we're probably going to have trouble getting past all those guys, even in disguise. But you know what? Fuck it.
It's all right. They need to make basically an active investigation check against Jens' spell DC. And I will just basically roll 2, because I'm just going to count that as like everyone, because I'm not going to roll however many enemies are here. I'm not revealing there are some. A good portion of them. Okay. So I'm going to be honest. When this engagement kicks off, there is going to be an event that happens. It's going to be random. So I don't know when it's coming in. So to do that, at the end of each turn, everyone rolls a d6. When you roll a 6, the event will happen. Okay.
Aye, Captain.
I am.
Well,
Just being honest.
That's scary.
I'm throwing this out there.
The thing we'd have to do is go in there, right? It seems like you've put a lot of bad in there.
I put a lot of bad in here because Travos ain't dumb, nor is his assistant, Honorino, who you managed to royally piss off rather than scare. Yeah.
Really?
This is,
Because I could have sworn that I scared the shit out of him by threatening to cut off his penis, but...
Yeah, but you didn't actually, but you there was a slight fluffed intimidation check. So yeah.
I should just
This is the result of that.
penis.
You should have just killed him.
Maybe I should just... But she's trying not to be a killer. Like, she's trying to be redemption.
No, he deserved it. He deserved it.
Kill him.
Okay,
Let me cut off his
Jens
dick.
casts the illusion over you all. Balance, you look like the blonde elf with the headband.
Beautiful.
So you look like a sorcerer. Rhal, you look like the human female sorcerer that you guys met on your way in. She's probably a little bit smaller than you were okay with, but it's as close as you could get.
He's playing with his hair. This is weird.
Yes. Zaltanna, you look like the dwarf with a really good moustache.
As should
super good.
be.
As should be. Elise looks like the one that they stole the bow from earlier.
Oh, the orange haired.
Yep, the way they spent forever trying to fucking bow off of them. Our Snuff Bethlin looks like the female one that didn't run into the ice storm. Who have I got left? I have Jens and Benno. Oh, they're going to be the harder ones. Because we haven't seen any of those recently. She takes a punt. She makes their armors look as close to the human sorcerer armor as possible. As she changes their facial features to both be human magic-y looking. She can't really do much more with them, but she's hoping it'll get by. Those are the 2 weak points because you have a lot more tall people than short people in this group.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So with that, you guys are going to step foot into the lion's den?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys make your way through the group. Some of them look at you a little oddly. One of them looks at you and patron Paula names. This is gonna be the greatest thing ever. One of them just looks over. This rather tall for a dwarf. She's got long red hair that just is a complete mess. Carrying a very bloody looking hammer. Very bare, muscly arms. And she's like, "Hey, Wendell, how's it going?" She's looking at the balance disguise.
She's looking at the balance disguise?
She's looking at balance.
I have a question. Does that sound even remotely like an elf name?
Wendell.
Would I think that would be an elfish name?
I don't think so, no. This doesn't scream elf name to you.
Okay. Balance is gonna raise like an eyebrow, and I have a follow-up question. Did he hear what this elf sounded like when he was doing his magic-y castings? Would he have an inkling of what he sounded like?
I'm going to say take a history check.
10.
Because it was the heat of battle. 10. You think it was probably a little high, but they were laughing and being a prick. Yeah, I'm just going to say it's probably high and a little slow. Yeah, let's do that. From your best recollection.
Okay. Balance is going to kind of do like a look around and then look at her and be like, "Are you talking to me?"
Yes. We're doing it.
Feel like you're pronouncing my name all sorts of wrong.
Where's the apostrophe?
Balance, like, very obviously rolls his eyes. It's supposed to be after the W. It's Wendell.
What ender? Sorry. Not used to seeing elves here in the double. Whatever. Take a deception check.
All right. Do I have my leadership thing? I think I
Here's
still
where
had
we
it from the
die.
whatchamacallit.
Sure, why not?
We're gonna die.
Say yes.
We're so dead.
Fantastic. That's a 10.
Can I?
No, I have inspiration. I'm using it.
You do? Okay, go for it.
I'm marking it off my character sheet. I had an inspiration. I'm rolling it again. Never mind. Not one.
Can I give him aid?
You actually have an ability from when you spoke to Tyr. You can re-roll any dice that you see your allies.
Oh my god, you can.
Okay, so
You
do
can
I
make
roll a
him
deception
re-roll.
on mine?
No, you basically make him re-roll. You basically like Tyr. He's failing. Tyr.
Oh no. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, you whisper Tyr's name under
right.
your.
All right. I'm not
Resources,
failing.
But
I'm not looking at the character. I'm not looking at anything right now. I'm not looking as I click this. All right. Just
Come on.
Well,
why are you laughing? What is it?
This is a 10.
I'm gonna roll insight just to give you one last.
It was
It's
a 10.
oh my god. So that's a
It's a
12
goddamn-
then.
Oh, it's a 12. It's a fucking.
Yeah, he gets a +2.
Oh.
So it comes after the W, eh? Interesting. I'll remember that for the future. And they like put a finger to their temple and like just like wave you on.
So they fell for it?
They fell for it. Just. I am, however, going to roll their investigation check because having this conversation, people have noticed that a party of however large you are have made your way into the hall, and this isn't usual, but it could be explained away. So I'm going to give one of them, eagle-eyed, a chance because it's only fair.
Rhal is
I'll let
breathing.
you guys get away with all kinds of
Rhal
shit.
is breathing hard.
You do.
I can't breathe. Whew. So anxious about this.
You guys keep making your way. You feel eyes all around just seem to be watching you up from the balconies, and you can see that there are a lot more people up there. Some with bows, some clearly magic users. Most of the people down here are just armed with axes or hammers and some such. And you guys make your way through the ensemble as nobody sees through your disguise.
Thank you, Tyr. I appreciate this.
As we're walking along and Balance is noticing the increased numbers, he's just going to, in his mind, just say to Marnak, "This is going to be a lot harder than I thought it would be. I might need your help, friend. This is going to be a really tough one."
You will always have my help, my friend.
Aww. Marnellans forever.
No.
Marlins?
Malance.
Balnak?
Valnak.
Solved. Problem. The one thing we get hung up on is our canon
ships.
ship names. Our ship names. As he says this, you guys find yourself probably 40, 50 feet out from Honorino and Stravos. And I'm just going to read their conversation and then I'll let you guys interrupt because, like, yeah.
Sure.
As you guys arrive at this, at the statue, you see that it's the statue of a human woman. She's wearing leather armor and holding a rapier. A rapier, which is an absolute duplicate of the one which is on Dravos's waist. It is a rapier. It is strong and sturdy. It is made of bone, and the handle is inlaid with silver. There you go. That's the blade. It's a duplicate of the one which is on the statue. And he is talking to Honorino. And they say, Honorino says,
"And this is where the Order of the Quick used to be."
"This chick Rebecca, yeah, she was like the head of it or something." And Honorino kind of looks at the corner of his eye and sees people walking towards them. And he says,
"Sorry, looks like you got visitors. Guess I'll go keep an eye on the prisoners."
and Dravos gives him a nod, and Honorino walks away.
I'm gonna.
Honorino is making his way
breakfast.
to the back right.
I'm trying to figure out if there's like a way we should like try to get the sword like first out of the gate.
Telepathically, as we're approaching, we all hear that conversation, right?
Yeah, that's the conversation you hear. I had to fudge it slightly because I didn't know you'd be going in disguise.
Balance telepathically is going to say to Rhal and Zaltanna, one after the other.
Yep.
Slight change of plans. Rhal, as soon as you throw the potion, immediately go after Honorino. We cannot let him get to the prisoners because he will slit their throats the moment combat starts. Zaltanna, you need to take care of Dravos immediately.
Give me the word. I am fucking right. Like you can see in her, like she's not saying anything. Because she can send back to you in her mind, right?
Yes.
No, we don't have the mind link anymore.
Oh, no, because it's telepathy, not message. Yeah, so you can't respond to him.
She's gritting her teeth and her knuckle. If you look, I'm gonna say that Balance probably notices this because he knows Zaltanna well enough at this point. She's white knuckling it. So I think the message.
So this dwarf with a like fucking amazing mustache, like you can see like their hands getting very white. You can tell Zaltanna's expression, even though you can see that it's a different being that she's wearing, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Okay.
can tell that she's ready to go.
That is conveyed.
That is the Zaltanna body language version of saying, "Give me the fucking word. I'm gonna kill that motherfucker."
So we don't intend on chit-chatting, right? And trying to play anything off at this point?
That wasn't part of the plan.
No. Okay. Yeah.
I think the plan was you just get as close as
potion
possible
is first.
to fucking Davros,
Yeah.
and chuck the potion
as
in his face.
As you guys get there, you can see that Homer and Jens are kind of like veering away to go to where they think they need to, where the pathway they think is up to the balconies.
Do we need to buy them time?
I don't fucking know. Everybody else make these decisions for me
yeah,
because I know what
say-
Zaltanna wants
I
to
don't think we're
do.
gonna be
You
able to
guys
talk.
you guys are held there for like basically we'll call it a round, like trying to figure out like, oh shit, the plan has changed. Jens and Homer have they've not started sprinting, but they've began making their way pretty quickly towards where they think they need to go. Maybe you've brought them enough time, you're not really sure. But Dravos has just seen these strangers approach. Honorino has also pointed them out to him, and he sees you all standing there. He says, "What can I do for you all? Get back to your posts."
Fucking go.
All right.
Go.
Rhal's gonna do the thing. Is he Hour of Reaping or is he throwing the potion? Someone help me out.
Instruction was potion first, Hour of Reaping
I know.
later. But the
I know,
change
but
of plan is that you need to go after Honorino after the potion.
Well, I'll
Potion
have an
and then run after
while I'm-
Honorino, and I will take
I'll
care
have
of
an action
Dravos.
while I'm running. So
Yes.
at the start of next turn, I'll be able to. Fuck.
Basically, I'll say I'll do you guys this one thing. You can chuck the potion, and that will be the surprise round, and that will also allow the other two
Yes,
to run
if I
further.
can
And then the
just
beginning
hammer
of the
both
next
things.
round, we'll say you go first, regardless, and then we'll sort initiative out from there.
Okay.
So
yeah.
we'll do that.
He's
Basically,
planned
I'll let you
to
guys
do
have
both.
inverted commas 2 surprise rounds. Like, I'll go with that. I'm okay. It's like chucking it and turning into the Reaper. I'm sure you could do that at the same time. So we'll rule it, and if everyone's okay with that, that's what we're gonna do.
Yes.
Then that's what we're doing.
All right.
Let's fucking go. I've been waiting for
Uh-oh.
this for 100 years.
I'm 22.
Okay. So with a declaration like, Just get back to your post. What are you doing here? Go.
Surprise.
You know what I feel like? I feel like I'm that guy from the Disney movie with Beauty and the Beast. Like, gosh, it disturbs me to see you, Dravos, looking so down in the dumps. Every guy here'd like to be you, Dravos, even when taking your lumps. There's no guy in town quite admired as you. You're everyone's favorite guy. And I forget the lyrics, something, 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 and it's really not hard to see why. No one's slick as Dravos, no one's quick as Dravos, no one's next as incredibly thick as Dravos, for there's no man in town half as manly. I should stop there.
Hello everyone, Balance here, voiced by Arch. Thank you very much for listening as always, it's greatly appreciated. Things are getting a bit, dangerous now. I did not anticipate that we would be facing as much resistance as we have, but alas, we're in too deep now. So, I have a few things to mention. First, thank you very much to our newest patron, Austin Knowlton. Your support is greatly appreciated, and for those of you who want to get your name shouted here for becoming a patron, you can go to patreon.com/tldpod. I would like to encourage you to join us on Twitter. You can find us on Twitter at TLDpod. We are tweeting constantly. If you tweet us your opinions, your thoughts, if you're just enjoying the show and want to say, hey Arch, how are you? How are you doing? I love your show. Feel free to tweet at us. We reply to pretty much everyone unless you say something rather rude. We also announce when episodes go out. If we're looking for feedback, we will often ask people there. It's a great place. I highly recommend joining us, even if only to interact with us. And finally, I need to thank some of our patrons, actually, for names that were provided for our Not Upbeat Foundation. First, thank you very much to Thirsty for giving us the name Dindwalin Persterbron Bouldersdeep. Fuck you, Thirsty, for making me have to say that. And the other name is Wendell from Bluebird. Thank you very much, both of you, for providing names so that we can continue to have very dynamic named NPCs. It's very encouraging and makes the world feel more alive. Well, that's pretty much it. Thank you, everybody, for listening, and we will see you in the very big next episode. And until next time, wish us luck.
Get ready for a new gripping horror actual play podcast, Dark Dice. 6 travelers embark on a journey into the ruinous domain of the Nameless God. They will never be the same again. One of the players is not what they seem after a doppelganger, a creature that can assume the form and voice of whatever it kills, infiltrates the team. As the players are picked off and replaced one at a time, can they figure out who the monster is before it's too late? Can you? Dark Dice features an award-winning full-voice cast of non-player characters and a phenomenal fantasy soundtrack featuring live hurdy-gurdy, lutes, and dulcimers. Do you seek him? Find Dark Dice however you enjoy podcasts.